Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound to cross the water. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound to leave tomorrow. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's time for Ken Stout Live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the 4th of July, Tuesday, July 4th, 2023 edition of Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies with Ken Stout Live. And yes, there are some there in the waiting room. I'm running a tad bit behind, so I've got some catching up to do. I apologize for that.
Better hurry up.
The volume got set all the way up to 88. Good golly. Hello, Greg. Hello, Princess. Oh, you must be referring to your mom. Hello, Princess in the background. And hello, Jeff Ryman.
Hello.
I got to change the name on that. Change it for her cam and
yeah. So I wanted to wait and see if Sam was going to show up. I've got his live feed actually going. It's not quite dark enough for fireworks there. I thought if he didn't mind, I would share his feed on my feed, and that way we all could see some live fireworks. Not like we've never ever seen him before, because we all have, but nonetheless. Go bring chat over. Yeah, I'm just a little bit running behind. Great afternoon over at Mom's. I got some pictures and video to show later on. Good dinner. The two people that were extra that nobody knew about were actually the people that used to live right behind my mom before they moved out and built their own house out in the middle of the boondocks. And it was really good to see them again. Mrs. K and I learned to play, was it cornhole, I think it's called?
Yeah.
Where you throw the bean bags into the little thing.
Yep.
Got good video of that, by the way. Tony Wilo was first. Bobby Warner was second. William says hello from Florida. He was third. Robert was fourth. John Lloyd was fifth on the fourth. I like that. Fifth on the fourth. He says, good evening from Virginia. Happy 4th of July. Yes, happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. I hope everyone had a good day. Golfing was horrible. I actually lost. I was 7 shots up at one point in time, and I lost by 5. I'll explain that all to you later. We cannot start the show till Mr. Guy shows up. Tony says, really? Yeah. Unwritten rule, can't start without Greg.
So do you have reasonably good weather for golf then?
It was hot, and it was like 83 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning. It was hot. It was horribly hot.
We hit 93 today.
Just, yeah, I don't know what our high ended up being.
I don't know what it was here. I've been inside all day. I'm getting ready to go out in a little bit. I probably won't stay the whole Zoom tonight. Something I need to go do, but let's see.
Not a problem.
Dang it.
I'm not going to be here very long after the stream ends. I got to be up again tomorrow and go down to the doctor and then go down there and do all that stuff that's got to be done. And then go to the Social Security office and do all that and then go from there. I was actually going to try to play golf again tonight. That's how horrible I played. I know you're going.
Take a rest.
No, that's the problem. I took too long off between games. And I will say this. I had 3 shots, par 3, on this one hole. There's a little lake beside the one hole. I put a ball in the lake. I put the very next ball that I hit in the lake. So now, on my next shot, I'm shooting 5. First one in the lake, your next shot's 3. Second one in the lake, your next shot's 5. So I'm already 2 over par before I even get off the tee box.
Well, you can't. No, that was 2 balls like you normally play, and each one's only 1 shot. Right?
When I play by myself, sure, but when I'm playing against my brother.
Oh, okay.
And
you were playing against somebody.
we were playing. Actually, we played pretty much 100% by the rules today. There was only one controversial discussion, and now that I've thought about it, I think he probably was right in what his decision was. So I'm playing 5 off the tee. You guys want to know what I ended up getting on that wonderful hole? Remember, you have 3 shots from tee to hole. I'm shooting 5 off the tee.
Now wait a minute now. So
this is what I ended up with. I can't even say the word.
Well, 5 on one ball, 4 on the other.
Well, unfortunately, it was on my 5th shot. It ended up being a daggone stupid 9.
Well.
Oh, sorry, William. I did not mean to mute you. Unmute yourself, please. I meant to make you a co-host. I just hit the wrong button. I'm telling you, it's just psychologically this game screwed me up. Hello, Chris.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, 3 nights in a row, man. Would you get professional help from south of the Mississippi from someone?
No, I'm actually on my laptop, but no, it probably would work on a desktop too.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think what hurts the most is I was up 7 at one point in time. I mean, I literally, there's no way I could lose. Well, wait till I get to the 14th hole and then I shoot a 9.
Oh, goodness.
But it was all fun. We decided next time we play on a Saturday morning, we'll go an hour earlier. The course opens at 7 and it's light at 7, so we'll just go at 7. And there was no warm up. I didn't go to the range and warm up. Like that was going to help. Man, it's fun. We had a good time. But yeah, he let it be known at the family July 4th thing. He's like, oh, guess who won at golf today? Wasn't me. I'm gonna see if I can bring up this video that I shot. I'll do that behind the scenes. I think that'll be the easiest way to do it. I did change the opening up a little bit. I still have all the standard openings. I just was I wanted to do something along the 4th of July. I don't want to put the flag in here. I've got the flag behind the YouTube. I'm watching Sam's feed, and I've seen a couple little flashes, but nothing too impressive yet over there. I'm waiting. Hopefully he'll show up and I can get permission to restream or rebroadcast his stream that he's showing. I can hear fireworks here in the distance in Indianapolis, and the people that live behind brought fireworks, but they forgot that Carrie and Tom have dogs, and it would just drive them up the wall, so they decided they weren't going to show them. Now, I am going to put this, let's see here, somewhere. So how was everybody's day?
It was good. I can imagine the dogs going crazy. I mean, I can understand the owner's frustration with that stuff.
Well, I guess the one dog is actually pretty good about it, and the other dog is the one that they have to literally give medicine to during the 4th of July because of all the noise or whatnot. I don't know. I don't have any idea.
Where I live, that they got a park, a big park where they used to do 4th of July, but the problem was that it was right next to a town animal shelter. So I think they had to move the fireworks. I don't even know whether, yeah, I guess they had to move them. I hadn't even been outside tonight. I don't even know if I hear any.
Yeah, we got back. I was going to go play tonight, but then I'm not going to cut that. I'm not going to cut time short with the family just to go figure out what I was doing wrong. And I attribute it to a couple different things. One, I got up at 6. I didn't take a nap. Came home. We had breakfast, and I went and played golf. I didn't warm up. To be up 7 shots and lose, that's horrible. Seriously. All right, let me see if I can share this with everybody here. So YouTube should be seeing Zoom.
Better not be Da Vinci.
Oh, it is Da Vinci. You know it's Da Vinci. And then you guys should be seeing, everybody should now be seeing the background. And then I will go see where, oh, there we go. Here we go. Mrs. K learns cornhole. And she actually got one to go in the hole and scored 3 points for us.
Ouch.
That actually hit my foot. It actually did hurt, too. We lost 21-18. I got 15 of our 18 points. You'd thought I'd been playing for a really long time because the guy that was on my end, which is the guy that the kid's that's showing his father, he was really pretty good. But we had several barrages where he got 3 or 4 on and I got 3 or 4 on. I mean, it was really fun. It was really competitive. And I think if she were to continue to play it, she would get better at it. So temporarily, you're going to see the beginning, the golf, because I forgot to turn it off. Now that's gone. And then we're back to Zoom here. Pop chat back out. It was a good afternoon. It really was. I don't look forward to tomorrow at all. It's going to be a long day. I think the doctor's appointment will go well, but after that, I do not look forward to it. Got everything ready. Dug it out today. Got it ready to go. So we'll see what happens.
Recheck on your eyes or what?
No, I have a hearing test in the morning.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
check my hearing. I've got to figure out why there's sometimes I can't hear anything at all. And if there's ambient noise, like if we're driving down the road and there's background ambient noise, I can't hear anything.
Yeah,
It's
mine's
weird.
worse when there's background noise.
Yeah.
think that's just a slow consequence of getting older in part.
Possibility. Very good possibility. And then we're gonna go down to the
Getting younger.
Yeah,
Even in the old days, I don't remember which year it was in, I had a hearing loss at certain frequencies. We used to have to take a hearing test every year to 2 years where I worked originally.
my brother was telling him because he's got terrible hearing, because was in the Air Force and worked around jet engine. He's has a disability because of it. He was saying, I think when it's this year or next year when he goes in, they will say he will be upgraded to 50% loss of hearing, and whatever the Air Force or the VA, not the Air Force, whatever they pay is going to almost double. So, and I said, yeah, I'm going to go in there tomorrow. And what? Went to fireworks show last night. He laughed. He goes, don't do that. So I'm not going to do that.
No, I had certain frequencies. I had a lower thing at it would be relatively flat and then dip down and come back up. And I had a ruptured eardrum once when I was a kid, and there's a scar in it. And that affects the frequency response.
Yeah. I did get back in time to catch about half of my Da Vinci today. I didn't say, I think I said one or two things in it, in chat. I was wore out, and it was the humidity more than anything. I took 2 big bottles of water, but that wasn't enough. I should have probably taken 4. And then we discussed it at Mom's tonight that the next time we play, we'll start an hour earlier. Like, we'll be there when the course opens up. It's just a smart thing to do. It'll be cooler and have a better time out of it. Better time of it, I think. So
it's funny how your ears are like radios, receivers. I mean,
Be back. Dog wants out.
no problem.
how you're hearing different frequencies and all.
Oh, don't be doing that, William. My goodness, I'm already tired enough as it is. I tell you.
Are you trying to get someone at A-Day to see how you're supposed to RA M.2?
I was kind of hoping Alex would be here. I've got not a proposition, but I've got a question to ask him. For some odd known crazy reason, I'm driving down the road and I'm trying to put this little theoretical thing I'm going to put together for her. Oh, we did get an email back from the Filipino people. They say that we have a free account. I said, no. I sent you a screenshot of where I just paid you guys $12.99. It came out of my bank account. We do not have the free account. We have the paid account. And they haven't answered, so hopefully tomorrow. Still can't get into it. And they claim you're supposed to be able to change the password right there on the thing. I'm like, no, there's no option for that. Send them pictures of that as well, so we will see if I can get this thing set up with Alex's help or without Alex's help or with the homies' help. It probably will be the homies' help, truth be known. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet, which more than likely will be put Zoom on the phone so you guys can see what I'm doing and walk me through. Because I can hook these up to the phone as well.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Okay, Tim, we're holding on.
Hurry up, I'm calling.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's talking to us or Max or his mom or who. I hear noise in the kitchen. Bobby says, I see big booms. I wish I was in Zoom for you guys to see my fireworks. Well, all you got to do is send an email. We'll give you the credits. You just need a camera and you point it out the window. We'll see the fireworks. I've been watching One Fish 26's stream, and looks like it's a very clear night there tonight. The river's down a little bit. It's down to 1.09 feet or foot, depending on how you want to read it. I did see a couple there's one off in the distance. It's kind of far away. Tim Souls up at Shaver Lake. No internet cell service is crappy. Good evening, everyone. So he must be on cellular data. Hello, Tim. Happy Independence Day, 4th of July to you. Be safe. Enjoy the food and the company and the music. Yeah, just everybody be safe. Anyone that goes out. I had a interesting experience coming home tonight. Well, from golf. I think I ran into a NASCAR driver or something because this guy, he pulled up on my back bumper. I sped up a little bit and he sped up, got on my back bumper. So I moved over, he moved over. I'm like, what is this guy's problem? So I was doing about a good 60 and a 45, and he was doing a good 65 and a 45. So finally, I'm like, man, I don't care what the next turn is. I'm taking the next turn because this guy's crazy. So I hung the next left and he zoomed off. I don't know what a guy's problem was.
Hello.
Yeah, Chris, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay, hold on a minute.
Uh-oh, Chris can't hear us. Soundbar issues.
What's new?
Yeah. It's not Alex, it's Chris.
Like I
Like,
said,
he cracked me up last night when he said, oh, his headphones had died and he was using his soundbar. That actually was funny. Oh, I'm so dehydrated. I cannot get enough water. We're coming off the 4th hole, which is adjacent to the 14th hole on that golf course. And out of the clear blue nowhere, this guy comes walking up. He's going, Kevin? Rick? Everybody knows me as Rick, not Ken. And I'm like, man, that voice sounds kind of sort of familiar. Plus, he's calling our names. And then it dawned on me. There's a friend of ours from Hawaii. He lives here in Indiana. He got transferred to Hawaii with his company. And we were like, what are you doing back? He got transferred back because there's no business for that business in Hawaii. He's moving back here, which is good. Robert, one of you look like you're indulged in some internet stuff. You trying to get support?
No, I'm just trying to figure out. One story say they found cocaine in the White House.
Oh no! Say it isn't true.
it don't surprise me.
Yeah, really, don't me either. I even took Advil before golf this morning. I mean, my back was a little tight. It's been tight for a few days. So I took Advil to try to loosen it up. But I realize now the importance, and I did not want this to be a golf show at all, but I do realize the importance of getting on the range and, if nothing else, hitting 25, 30 golf balls just to get loosened up. If I had to say, if someone were to say what was the good part of the day, I would say my chipping was real good. In fact, I chipped one onto the green, and it rolled in to the hole, and then it decided it didn't want to stay in the hole, and it popped out of the hole. And I asked my little brother, I said, I get that, right? He goes, no, I'm going to make you put it back in. And he did. He made me actually put it back in. And the reason for that, because had it gone in from the chip, it would have been in par. And then when I tapped it back in, it was a bogey. So, I mean, I get it. We're both very competitive when it comes to certain things. So, but it was so cool watching that chip go in, and then not so cool watching it pop back out.
If I get another call, I can reach the laptop now. I'll mute it.
All right. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear.
All right. So you had mentioned something in chat about next month being your birthday?
Yep.
Why don't we wait until after the stream and I'll get the specific date.
Okay.
That way, I mean, I don't think you want to blare that out over. I thought I seen that somewhere. Did I not? Did I dream this? Oh no. You said Keen, and Jose said Keen, and then Jeff said Keen. You guys are funny. But yeah, remind me of that, Chris. Oh, also, Chris, I wanted to tell you, you fell asleep last night before I remembered. Um, I did find the F drive, believe it
Oh,
or
you
not.
did?
I did.
What was
Um,
it?
well, you're not going to believe this. Well, then again, it's me, so you might believe this. It's my docking station, and I had moved my docking station to where I can't. I used to be able to see my docking station. I had it to where I could sit right here in this chair, and I could pretty much do anything I wanted. I moved it to the other side of the computer for some odd reason. I'm still trying to remember why I did that. And I took the drive out of that old i3 to put it in there to see what was on it, and forgot that it was in there. And with the docking station being on the other side of the computer that I can't see it, I'm like, I don't know what it is. And then I was doing something, and I looked up and oh, that's what it is. That drive is the docking station. So it made sense after I sat
So
there and
what?
thought about it a minute.
So what computer did it come out of? The F drive.
It came out of my mom's old i3. About
Wow.
2 years ago, my mom was having issues with her computer, and its simple solution was for me to swap my i3 for her i3, and that worked out really good. And I never used it. I never did figure out what was wrong with it. In fact, I'm getting ready to hit my mom up to get my old i3 back because it has decent amount of memory in it, and it might work for what I want to do. Um,
So that drive's been hooked up all these years?
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's a 750 gigabyte hard drive. My mom never stored anything. She just used it for email, coupons, um, recipes from cookbooks. That was all she used the computer for. She'd
So
go to the bank.
why was it just now doing like a repair or whatever?
I don't know, other than maybe because I had put it in the docking station. It was on my computer. It worked fine on the i3. I actually had the
Oh,
i3
okay.
up and running, but I was doing an experiment trying to use what will essentially end up being the Shield to record the Filipino TV shows, and because it only has 4 gigabyte of RAM. And who knows what processor it is, it was so slow. And then I'm like, why am I trying to set this up with this computer when I've got an i7 that's got 24 gigabyte of RAM in it, that's not being used for anything? I will use it. I can't upgrade it to Windows 11, so that's no big deal. It's never, once I move it in there, it's never going to hit the internet, so to speak, and it'll be good. The only problem I have, and I can't figure this out in my head, I'll have to figure out when I do it, is the video is perfect. Just like right now, the video is perfect. But the audio is like so low that you can barely hear it, even if you turn the volume all the way up on the TV. And I'm sure it's just a matter of routing the audio properly. I just need to figure it out.
What kind of what brand computer?
It's a homemade built computer. It's in an Intermax case.
Oh, I think I've seen that case before.
Yeah. I bought it in Vegas off a guy I knew. He was desperate for money. Yeah, I can see fireworks off in the distance on Sam's
Was his
camera.
initials? I might get in trouble for this if he's watching, but was his initials CH?
No, they were not.
Visiting?
Yeah, he'd come see me over in Vegas all the time. I just never have told you guys. No, his initials were not CH, and no. That would have been ironic, though, wouldn't it? Of course, if it were, and he were to find out what my current plans are for it, that probably wouldn't set well with him. Speaking of that, did he have a show today?
He did.
Okay.
He actually did.
I didn't watch it.
He actually did a build, and I watched some of it, but I didn't interact because I unsubscribed to him. but I'm gonna still watch sometimes.
He put
I got
the,
back from golfing. I sat here and kind of dozed off, and then I thought, man, I'm taking a nap before we go over here tonight. And then I set the alarm. Mrs. K dozed off. Neither one of us heard the alarm. We made it on time, barely, but we did make it on time.
As long as he does real builds, I'll watch.
So was he doing a build for a customer, or was he doing a build as a
I'm
repair?
not
or-
sure who he was doing one for, but I didn't
They-
catch
they
who
were-
it was.
they were used parts that he had laying around.
Oh, okay.
And he put the NVMe drive in the wrong slot. It wouldn't load Windows 10.
No, fireworks are
because-
picking up now. on
Depending
Sam's
on the
feed.
CPU.
Let me add that over here in chat, so if people want to join it, they can.
Did he complete the build?
I didn't finish out watching.
There we go.
But that second NVMe slot is depending on the CPU whether it can be used or not, or something like that. I don't know.
Well, I just did something silly. I'm watching Sam's feed of Happy 4th of July and the fireworks, and without being a moderator, I was able to post it to his chat. So I'm going to go put it over in my chat where it should be, so everyone who's watching can jump over there and watch that, should they like. That was crazy weird. I have to figure out.
Harry had a 10th generation CPU in there, but he put the NVMe in a slot that requires an 11th generation CPU.
Oh, okay.
So the motherboard will do either 10th or 11th gen CPUs.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like mine.
that was a good late dinner. Sloppy Joes.
Hmm.
3 of them.
Sounds good.
If I
We had potato salad and coleslaw and hamburgers and I want to say Nathan's hot dogs, I think somebody said they were, or something. I don't know.
I don't know what brand it was. There was a whole bunch of hot dogs recalled this last week. I don't know what the brand was.
Yeah, I saw that too. I don't remember the brand either. No, these things they were almost like bratwurst. But because someone asked if they were brat, and they said no, they are actually hot dogs. Speaking of hot dogs, Joey Chestnut won again today on the hot dog eating contest.
oh my goodness, I could not eat that many hot dogs.
Big shock. I mean,
I'd be sick.
Well, you've all heard of that place in Amarillo, the steakhouse, where if you can eat the steak, you get it free and all of that.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
The current record holder there is a young lady from Nebraska who's eaten 3 of them in an hour.
Good golly.
I mean, and that includes the salad and the baked potato and everything. But 3
Right, that's part of it, right? You have to eat the entire
you
whole
gotta eat
thing.
the whole thing. You can't just eat the steak.
Right,
How long you got to eat it?
An hour,
an hour.
I think-
Yeah.
Oh man,
72 ounce.
72-ounce
I
steak.
think it is. And the current record holder is a young woman who's eaten 3 of them in an hour.
I'd hate to
Probably
have to
6
pay
feet
her
wide
food.
now, but you know.
I'd hate to have to buy her groceries.
Excuse me, where's your restroom?
Really? Now I can't find how many he ate. That's crazy. But he won again.
The big, yeah.
I want to say it was like 76, I think I saw. Some crazy number like that. And that's not just the hot dogs. That's with the bun and everything. And then I think I got a picture of the cupcakes.
Yeah, I was just looking at their website on the steakhouse thing in Amarillo. Big Texan Steakhouse. You
So
pay
you
up
did
front.
you did
Hey.
say you had to eat 3.
No, you only have to eat one in an hour to get it free.
Oh, okay, okay.
But there is a young lady from Nebraska who has actually eaten 3 of them in 1 hour. I think she actually ate it in less than half an hour. 3 of them.
Man, that's chugging away on some food right there if she did that.
And
I might be able
you have
to
to
do
pay up front. And if you get it free, they give you 100% of your money back.
Did she have to pay for all 3 or did she pay for one and get 3? I wonder how that, oh, that was a good one on.
Well, no, she paid for each one up front, but she
Okay.
got refunded when she ate them, I think. But once you start eating, you have to stay at the table. You can't leave for any reason. And nobody can cut it for you or help you or touch anything, all of that. And you have to sit where they tell you to sit, as far as the table goes. Hell, I couldn't eat a 72-ounce steak in a day at this. You know?
I wonder if Alex could.
Most places I go, yeah, when I order a steak anymore, I mean, I order like a 5 or 6 ounce steak. I don't want any more than that. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, shockingly enough, the older I'm getting, the more I find eating less and less.
Well, steak can have some fatty part to it, and I wouldn't be able to eat that.
You're not required to eat the fat, but they get to judge which part was fat, which wasn't. So if you leave the fat and there's a little meat attached to it, that doesn't count. But if it's pure fat, you can leave it off. You don't have to eat it. They got 2 jalapenos there with it.
I couldn't eat that.
Yeah, I would have. Is the jalapeno part of it as well, or is it just added for?
It says entire meal must be
I
completed.
guess that'd be
1 hour.
included then.
If any part of the meal is not consumed, you lose. You
That'd
get to
probably be
take
the hardest
1
part
bite
for
of
me.
steak. You get to take 1 bite of steak before you start to make sure it's cooked like you want it.
Oh, like that makes a difference. Nope, couldn't do it. Wasn't cooked the way I wanted it. Give me my money back. Yeah, like that's gonna work. Long dog, I'd be here. The dinner's on the stove, potatoes cooking out, Texas toast ready. Put it in the air fryer. Corn on it. Boy, corn on a cob sounds so good, but I'm holding off until August.
If
I
you
can
don't
picture a
win, you can
restaurant
take
coming out with
the
a
leftover.
blowtorch to cook the steak rest of the way.
If you don't win, you can take the leftovers with you because you paid for it.
I
But
would
you
hope
aren't
so,
allowed to
'cause
share with anybody in the restaurant.
I saw some good looking corn today.
I wouldn't mind having some good sweet corn this summer, but it's got to be tender.
Man down the
Unfortunately,
road,
the stuff you buy in the store is a little tough usually. Some of the kernels are tough.
this man down the road, well, he used to farm, but now he's renting out. I guess he's renting his land out, and somebody is planting on it. He probably gets a cut from whatever he gets, whatever they get. They probably share it. He sells it to a local farm and garden store called Roaches, and I guess they distribute it out. I guess they sell it to whoever.
here's irony for you. I'm actually watching Sam's feed with the fireworks. Watching Zoom here. There was a big firework that went off on Sam's feed at the same time there was a big firework went off out here. Obviously I can't see this one, but I could hear it. It was almost perfectly timed. It looked like the firework on Sam's was the sound was in front of us here. Not, but it's what it looked like. Cornbread, boy, cornbread sounds good too. But no, I'm saving my corn appetite until the fair, and I'm going to enjoy some corn on the cob at the fair this year. At least share. You guys will be happy to know Mrs. K talked me into eating 2 bites of an apple pie today.
I
The
like a
pressure,
good apple pie.
the pressure got to me. So I had 2 little bitty bites. And honestly, the crust was good. The cinnamon in the pie was good, but the apple itself, not so much. But I made her happy. Let's put it that way. I ate the doggone 2 bites.
So you're
Have
not
you ever
crazy.
had what's called a mock apple pie?
No, it was a real apple pie. I don't know that I've ever had mock apple pie.
It's made with what's the brand? These round snack crackers.
Ritz?
Yeah, Ritz. It's made with Ritz crackers and seasoning. Pretty good, actually. My
That
wife
actually
used to make it.
sounds good.
So you actually don't like apple pie?
I do not like apple pie.
I like
It
to
was-
get the apples when I go to Cracker Barrel.
I didn't know they had apples at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, they got like apples. It's called, what's it called?
Yeah, I
It's
like apple pie, but my wife didn't, so we rarely had it. She likes pumpkin, pecan, cherry.
Yeah, they were talking about eating okra and rhubarb pie, and I'm like, not me. Mm-mm.
My mother used to make rhubarb pie, and I never liked it. Sorry.
Yeah, I've tried it.
Sorry,
I
Mom.
know. I've tried it once, and that was plenty. I
And
Don't-
some people like asparagus, and I guess if it's done right, it's pretty good. But my dad always grew asparagus. I can remember right where it was in the garden. There was a big patch about 3 feet across. And I think what had happened is that it had been growing in the same spot so long it got kind of woody, if you know what I mean.
yeah, stringy and woody.
And I just could not handle that. And I have never liked sweet potatoes because all the sweet potatoes we had when I was a kid were stringy. It wasn't the taste, it was the texture of them. I couldn't like it.
Right.
Yeah, I've had some stringy, but I don't know why they get stringy.
I assume it has something to do with how it's how sort of soil and growing conditions and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
We saw what we believe to be a community garden this afternoon. I'm going to have to go inquire on it, because if it is, then not this year, obviously, but next year we won't have to put a garden here. We'll just go to the community garden. Hopefully, it's either very minimal cost or no cost at all to plant. Of course, you got to
Yeah.
keep it up.
Yeah, when I first moved to Tennessee and went to work, my wife and I raised a garden while we lived in the apartment because the apartment complex owned some land on down the hill. And you could pay a small fee, like, I don't know, $10 or something, and get a plot.
Did y'all hear that sound?
No,
The only sound I hear is Jeff talking and the fireworks in the
I
background
heard it like
outside.
a skit. Sounded
But,
like a skit.
Yeah, the
Okay.
problem we had was there was no water at the site.
Right.
So we carried 5-gallon water cans from the apartment over there, like 3 or 4 of them a day, and rationed out the water. We got some good veggies and stuff, but it was pain in the neck. And I decided if they ever drilled a well over there, I would do that again. But then when we bought our house, it had so much shade in the backyard that not everything would grow well. Corn wouldn't grow well. It needs a lot of sun. And we had, I don't know, pumpkins or cucumbers or something, and all of them went to vines. And just the conditions weren't right to grow good cucumbers and
You
pumpkins.
had to get your corn from a jar.
Well, I
Rocky
knew a
Top.
place you could do that too down there in Tennessee.
Yeah.
It's called, of course, we called it Mountain Dew, but yeah, there was a little town near us. Well, next county over was called Morgan County, and it was up a little bit in the sticks, and there was a state prison over there. I can't think of the name of the town that was over there, but there was a particular mailbox. You could go over there and leave a quart jar with your money in it one day, and you could come back 2-3 days later and there'd be the jar there filled up.
Wintermute says 62 hot dogs, and he dropped a link. Where did I get 76 from? Because I
Wonder what the mailman said if the jar was full of whiskey.
Mailman didn't care. He was down in
62
the
hot
grass
dogs
near
in
the
10
mailbox.
minutes. Man.
I doubt the mailman had a thing to do with it.
No,
Good thing the U.S. government didn't find out, because that might be illegal.
no, it was just on the ground near the mailbox. Had nothing to do with the mailbox itself.
Oh, okay.
In the weeds near the mailbox is where you left it. I'm looking here at the live stream from that Texas steakhouse.
They've
They
got
stream 24 hours a day.
oh my goodness. Can you drop a link in that? I'll go bring that up as well and kind of glance at it from time to time. 76 is his record. Okay. I knew I had seen 76.
Yeah,
Austin
there's
Grace.
nobody-
Hey, what's up, Austin? Thank you, Jeff.
There's nobody doing the challenge right now, but it's the area where they have them set. It's near the grill.
Yeah, that's not going to be intimidating or anything to sit near the grill while you're trying to down this, is it?
They've got a
Where's this located at?
Amarillo.
Wonder how far away from Arkansas that is. We all can pitch in and get him a GoFundMe something.
It'd take you almost a day to get there, in my opinion. from where he
Amarillo.
lives.
What's that near Amarillo?
It's in the panhandle of
Yeah, it's out there in the
Texas
middle of
on
nowhere.
I-40. It's on I-40.
Wintermute said the second place guy was 49. Yeah, the lady that won it for the 9th straight year, I think I saw she did what, 39 and a half? Yeah, 39 and a half. Miko Sudo or Miki, I don't know how you say it. 39.5 dogs to win the women's competition for the 9th straight time in an Independence Day event marked by a lengthy weather delay. Man. And Joey Chestnut's won it 16 times.
Goodness. Second place was 49.
Yep. In
I
10
would
minutes.
probably be in 100th place with about 3.
I couldn't do it now.
Now
Maybe.
that counts the bun too, right?
Yeah, you have to eat the bun. Yeah.
Now, do you have to have anything on it, like mustard or anything?
I don't think so. I don't know the official rules of it, but I don't think so. I think it's just a plain old hot dog on a bun, and you just
Seems to
gobble
me it'd
them
be a
down.
little bit dry.
That's
without
why they have
something on it.
glasses of water there.
Okay. All right.
I tried watching it once. It's just not the most pleasant thing to watch. Let me see if I can. No, I can't do that. Hang on. Maybe I can. I don't know. I'm confused and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I seriously am confused, and there we go. Hey, it still works. Woohoo! Something on my Stream Deck actually works the way it's supposed to. If you'd like to join us on Zoom and be part of this madness, there's the email to send me an email to. And we will get together and get the credentials to you so that you can join us on Zoom. Now, currently we're not letting anyone join during the live stream just out of precaution, but once you join after the stream, if you want to join after that, you can join anytime because you'll have the credentials and we will have seen and talked and or discussed things and things will be cool. So if you'd like to join us, please send us an email. And letting Austin Grace know that that's the email in case he wants to send me an email. And Tony says, really? Yeah, I got lucky the last time that I let someone in during the stream itself. The guy was cordial during the stream, which was kind of not interesting, but a relief. And then as soon as the stream ended, he his true colors came through, so to speak. So I am having trouble keeping up with two different chats. That was a good barrage of fireworks.
Did that guy ever show his face, Ken?
He showed his camera one night, and he's got a little bit of a rabbit's nest going on, or a bird's nest going on with his wiring. That's just the thing with computers. I mean, I think Greg probably is the only one that doesn't have a big mess of wires. The rest of us, we got a bunch of wires. Mine I can't see. I can see a little bit where my switch is at, but the rest of them, they're hidden behind the desk and on the floor, so I don't really worry about it. So it's not really going to be beneficial for me to pull everything out and tie them all together and make them look neat, because no one's going to see it and no one's going to care. Other than I can go to bed at night going, boy, I have the best wiring ever. Aaron's Food Adventures.
I stuck a link in Zoom chat.
Oh, this is the girl?
Well, I'm not sure that's the one that did 3. This girl is named Molly Schuyler, and she ate the steak in under 3 minutes.
Holy cow.
Now, that doesn't count the side dishes. That was the timing just for the steak.
The steak, right. Well, I see onion rings, a potato, a salad, a glass of water.
The previous record, it says, was like 6 minutes and 48 seconds.
Under 3 minutes.
And she's eaten. This gal has another video on YouTube where she ate at least 2 of them within an hour.
2. Well,
me to do that, I'd have to sit on a tube or something where it would go out as fast as it came in.
Yeah, that's those days are long gone for me.
Yeah, I couldn't have done this in my young days. Not that
maybe 40 years ago I could have. Maybe. I don't know.
But on their website, they've got a list of who's actually won the thing. Roughly 90,000 people have tried it. And 11% of them have made it. So like 1 in 9 makes it.
Yeah. Wonder what it costs.
$72, I think, at the time I read the website thing. So $72, and that's the whole meal.
Be starting to go fun for me to go eat it.
You give them $72 up front. If you beat the challenge, you get your money back.
I just give them $72 and get it to go and just be happy and eat it later.
72 ounces. That would make at least a week's worth of meals for me.
Oh, good God. Yeah, at least.
I mean, because when I go someplace now, if I get a breakfast steak, like when I go to brunch on Sundays, it's like a 6-ounce steak, New York or whatever that is.
Yeah.
And that's plenty.
Yep. Yep, I agree.
Done with your fish tank?
I just had a box pop up in the lower right-hand corner of my main monitor. It said RoboForm Search. Never seen it before. And it disappeared just as quickly as it showed up. I do have clearly a haunted system.
Get the latest version of RoboForm. 9.4.9 is out.
I have no idea.
The version numbering in the browser add-ons is not the same as the main app. Interestingly enough, it's slightly different.
Matthew Camp says, hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Watching fireworks from yesterday. Also tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. I just want to stop and say hello. Thank you, Matthew. I'm trying to figure out how to find out where. Okay, so check for updates. I'll click on that. I have version 9.4.9, so I am up to date. Do I want to
Yep.
reinstall the same version? No, that'd be silly.
Mm.
Don't want to do that. Oh, speaking of updates, the latest version of RoboForm, Shift Space, no longer brings up the menu. Just look to search for things. I was so disappointed. One of my favorite choices at Red Lobster was all you can eat
actually-
shrimp. Oh yeah, but
When I do Shift Space in the browser add-on, I get a search bar.
yeah. I haven't tried it in the browser yet. I was doing something in DaVinci. I
Mhm.
really needed to be able to go find something. And every time I tried to do the old Shift Space, my computer would go the dring, dring, dring.
Yeah.
I was getting so upset.
Yeah, I mentioned I was updating my daughter's crappy old HP laptop this afternoon for her.
Yeah, I saw that.
But the other thing I tried to update on there was Chrome, and it just would not update.
John Aloy Sr. says, good evening, everyone. Yeah, this is going to end in about 6 minutes because I was late. Thank you, John. Hope to see you on Friday. Have a short little good week or a good little short week, however you want to look at it. Wednesday, Thursday, and I'd just take Friday off just for general purposes and have a 3-day weekend. Always good to see John. Enjoy seeing him.
She ate that steak in 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
Sure it wasn't Tammy?
Man.
No, this is a little skinny gal.
Yeah, I've got it queued up ready to watch. I'll watch it after bed or tomorrow, but
Yeah.
man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they've got a YouTube channel where you can watch any number of people do this.
There's a YouTube channel.
There's one gal,
everywhere.
and I'm not sure if it's this one or not. There is one gal who's eaten 3 of them within an hour.
Oh, Austin Gray says that he's okay. He says, hello, I'm blind. I can't read that email address with my screen reader. I use on the computer or the iPhone. Okay, well, the address is K Stout Zoom Z and the number 00 for the O's. So K Stout Zoom ZOO or 00 M at gmail.com. I checked it the other day. I had like 15 emails from that thing my niece had me join to help her get whatever she was trying to get that she never got, which I find that's kind of funny. She's like, I just need one more person to do this for me. So I did it out of the kindness of being a good uncle, or trying to be anyway. And when I seen her the next time, I said, well, did you get it? And she was like, nope. So she just turned 18. She has so much to learn in life. But she works for Amazon, so I'm hoping maybe this, 15, 16 years from now, she'll be still working for Amazon. We will see. You're quite welcome, Austin. I appreciate you putting in there that you needed it to be read to you. I guess I should do that more often. Just quit assuming that people can read and see and everything. This has got about 4 more minutes. I think I was about 5 minutes late getting started tonight. And that was just, I spaced it. I sat down with plenty of time to start the show on time. And I just sat here and kind of reflected and zoned out. And then I looked up and was like, oh man, it's 9 o'clock. Then I went to get my coffee. So that put me behind. Didn't sleep worth a doggone last night. I'm so frustrated. Had no coffee yesterday. During the show, after the show, no coffee. Because I wanted to sleep because I knew I'd be up from 6 on. Couldn't sleep worth a damn. Doing coffee tonight, I'll probably sleep like a baby. She's working tomorrow night, Wednesday night, off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night she works. I'll get golfing in, weather permitting, at least one of those days. God, it was so
So she did not work today?
No, she's actually in there in the living room watching Filipino TV and texting away to everybody, wishing everyone around the world happy Independence Day. They actually texted her this morning like 3 times, and
Oh, to ask her to work?
wanting her to work. Yeah.
Did you know the Declaration of Independence was actually signed on August the 2nd instead of July 4th?
I did not know that.
I heard, and that's actually when my birthday is.
They're having some good fireworks on Sam's feed right now.
I heard some when I took Max out, but they were way off.
Yeah, there's some over here over by the school. So I'll say this the way it was proposed to me, and you guys see if you catch what the problem with this is. Do you remember where my friend lives? Yeah, why? Well, let's drive by there and see if they're barbecuing.
501 Church Street, Sheridan, Arkansas.
yeah, that's what it was. So instantly I said, wait a minute. How are you going to know if they're barbecuing? Oh, we're going to drive by. I'm like, okay. So I pointed to the house we're driving by. I said, are they barbecuing? And she goes, I don't know. I can't see the backyard. I'm like, and can you see your friend's backyard? And she says, I don't know. I don't think so. We did drive by. We don't know if they're barbecuing or not because you can't see the backyard. Now, we did see one house that was barbecuing because you could see the smoke rising up in the air. And I'm like, I'll go knock on their door and see if they're barbecuing.
Yep.
But just the logic sometimes is just unbelievable.
Chris,
Tony Wallow says good night. Wintermute says night. Hopefully we'll see Wintermute over in Zoom in a few minutes. The scroll went by and I didn't get to give any shout outs, so I'll give the generic thank you, everybody. More than likely, Greg, please hold your excitement down. There will not be a Da Vinci tomorrow, and there will not be a premiere tomorrow. I'm just going to take a break on that. Now, I must say I do want you guys to watch tomorrow night's First in YouTube, and I made a slight little change to it, and we'll see how that goes. I like it. It's a work in progress. Keep that in mind. Thanks, everyone. Good night. See you tomorrow, 9 o'clock. No Da Vinci. Look at Greg doing backflips in his living room because there's no Da Vinci. Oh, my goodness. Good night. I'm hitting the button now. 3, 2, 1. Stop.